bitches. What's up? Wake up.
Now do the beating.
What's up? Good morning. How's everybody doing today on this beautiful, wonderful, it's probably a Friday? Yeah, it's Friday. Let's go, Friday. Good morning. Good morning. Savvy's here first. Everybody, she wins. She wins the daily dad's reward of 10K for the first commenter. 10K points to everyone who says, I'm first, I win, good morning, whatever it is, before I do. Um, and like I said, contact Ryan Turner. He is literally waiting in the DMs, text message. You can send him snail mail, whatever you want. Yeah, he's flipping comics on eBay and in Discord, but he'll honor the points. I don't know what he gives you. He never tells me. But what's up? Good morning. Happy June 5th. Where are we at? How's everybody doing? Savvy, how are you doing? How's fam? How's life? How much longer are we in school? You should be getting out soon. I think Arizona gets out pretty quickly.
Good
What's up?
morning.
Our Friday recurring special guest, hot off a hernia surgery.
I should have not went to work those last 2 days.
Yeah, for sure, dude. You
How's it going?
You can't tell a donkey to stop walking, man. Stop
I know,
carrying
I
shit.
know.
It doesn't work like that. Oh, where'd you send your oldest? That's cool.
Ooh,
How old's
Yeah.
he again? It's like 15 or 16. I never met him, but I think he's up there. Maybe even 17. He's going to a con with his best friend. 16. Nice. Dope. That's cool.
Where was my first solo trip?
Yeah, I don't remember a first solo trip. I remember my sister and I one year when I was in like, I want to say like either pre-high school or just barely freshman in high school. We flew to Arkansas to stay with our grandmother for the summer on her farm. She had like a couple of acres, and then my great grandparents lived right next to her, and so between the two of them, they just had so much property, and it was really cool. Dope summer.
Yeah, I don't think my first solo trip, I mean, besides like an hour or two here, like overnight
Yeah.
solo trip was until my high school did a thing. We did like 2 semesters of class, and then our third semester or whatever it was a trip. Usually an
nice.
educational trip, but it was like a class trip.
Yeah.
Freshman year, I did Boston. So like I guess that would be the solo trip. Freshman year, we all went to Boston. We did like the whole Freedom Trail tour and everything like that.
Dope.
That was cool. And then I really decided to keep my parents like, stress free. So sophomore year, I decided to go to Egypt.
With school, or you just went?
Yeah, it was like me and 8 other kids and 3 teachers.
Damn, that's cool. Yeah, I never
Yeah,
did any of those school trips. So when Brooklyn brought the one for the East Coast trip, the I think it's New York, DC, and man, I'm blanking on the other one. Maybe
maybe Boston
Philadelphia,
or
maybe
Philly.
Philadelphia, or yeah, one of those two. Um, but I was like, yeah, let's do it. I mean, it's expensive, but I missed out on all those. I didn't do any of those. It was never like really brought to my attention. So I'm in. Flew to Alaska when he was 12 for the first time. Whew. Yeah.
Wow.
Unaccompanied minor status, man. I mean, it was a thing. And he got his prop pilot's license there. Jeez.
That's cool.
That's deep. That's deep. I'm like 3 hours away from my prop pilot's license. I mean, I'm sure the hours have expired by now, but one day I'll get back in it, maybe. Maybe it'll be my old man project when I'm retired. Just
Keep me on the ground. I'm good.
Go fly planes around. Just buzz my wife's house. Just Drop
You
little
can come.
trinkets in the yard.
My wife wants to skydive, so you can come pick her up so she can jump out of a plane.
I did that tandem once. It was cool. I at one point I did want to do it more times, but life.
And she's like, I want to go skydiving. I'm like, no, we have 3 kids. Keep me on the ground. I'm not jumping out of a plane. Meanwhile, I'm not allowed to get my motorcycle's license because, she's like, it's not
Yeah,
you, it's everybody else on the road. I was like, yeah, I understand. I get it.
that's another thing I think about for an old man project. I
I
think
had mine. I just let it
I got too much
expire.
attitude in the car right now. My wife's like, "You have too much rage. There's no way I'm letting you fucking split lanes and cut people off and drive up next to a car and just rev your engine and get into a fight on the freeway." And I'm like, "Those do sound like things I would do. Trust me, if I could split lanes in a Tesla, I would do it."
See, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's 2 different worlds. I am no traffic. I leave so early, and when I come home, I mean, I'll hit it
Yeah,
now because of summer, but
yeah,
my traffic is nothing for you. My traffic's like maybe half hour.
yeah, yeah. That was all my life until we moved out here, for sure. It was my, I could at our last place, I could walk to work faster than I drive to work right now. Um, so yeah, it is what it is. Right on, man. So feeling okay? Feeling like you're gonna be useful this weekend, or is your wife gonna have to carry everything down to the lake?
She's definitely gonna have to do a lot of the well, it could. So my uncle has a seasonal spot at the same campground. So my one cousin's gonna be there, so he's gonna be a big help.
Got
Um,
it. Yeah.
the kids are pretty good, and we're not too far from where the pool is. So I told her, I was like,
Mm.
we're just gonna do the pool. We'll maybe do one beach day. So I'm not going near the lake because it's cedar water anyway, which it like turns everything brown.
Oh yeah. Gotcha.
Um, yeah. So I don't know. Feeling better. I'm feeling rough. I'm feeling sore just because I'm trying to wean myself off of all the pain meds.
Yeah.
So that's been the fun part.
Nice. Interesting.
But slowly, it's like this angle sitting. So it's not bad for like a couple minutes, but 8 hours yesterday was a little bit too much.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's no fun, dude. That's the part of life I had our friend was like, I had a doctor's consultation the other day, and I was telling him all my, aches and pains and problems, and he just looked at me and he just goes, "You're getting old." I got nothing for you, dude. And I just texted back. I'm like, he's not wrong. You are getting old, dude. You're 30, 5, 37, bro. Like,
Oh. Yeah, it's
you know,
it's not
ain't
easy
20
anymore.
anymore.
Nope.
None of us are 20 anymore. And now it's just like a lottery. It's just like, which ache and pain are you going to get this year, and which one's going to flare up, and which one lasts forever. So I think that's the whole point of what we do, you and I and others, and what the readings basically telling us to do is put an emphasis, man, put a focus on some self-care. Try to last. Try to keep those bones and that body and those muscles and everything inside of you in as best shape as you can, for as long as you can and as early as you can. In reality, I mean, I think that's what I'm hearing the most is like, if there's anyone younger than us, do it earlier, like, because you kind of like take for granted all that, and then you hit a point of like rapid decline. And if you haven't created the muscle memory or the consistency or any of that, it just gets harder.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, and I love this reading. I mean, I have a feeling you love this one too. It's just this one hits a lot, and I saw it more as like the first thing I wrote down after I read this entire thing was kids are sponges.
Yeah.
And it's we've said it. I know you
Monogamous.
said it. I've heard it. I've said it. They absorb everything. So why are we going to teach them? Oh, you need to be good. You need to have good manners. You need to do your studies. Well, let's not worry about taking care of your health. Let's not worry about taking care of
Yeah.
your relationships with people. And it's as soon as I was like, why? I was like, it's funny because that's like the two things that most parents neglect because they're so focused on the kids. It's oh, I don't need to worry, like exactly what it says. I don't need to worry about going to the gym right now. It's oh
Yeah.
well, me and my wife are having an argument. Well, we can put that off, or we'll just blow up real quick over dinner, and then we'll just get back to worrying about getting the kids bed and into their routine and stuff. And it's almost you don't want to sit there and argue and blow up and fight in front of your kids, but you need to almost have those disagreements and then have the resolutions and see how like let your kids see that you're
Show
not
them.
always going to agree with your partner, but you can come to a solution together.
Yeah. Yep. I I like you said, I like the reading. It makes a lot of sense. I've been on the self-care journey for a little bit now, and it was a very tough conversation I was having with my wife in the beginning because I was like, look, it's not just me. Like I'm not trying to be like selfish and say, look, I gotta do all this stuff for me because I'm the important one, and then you gotta handle the kids. I'm like, you also should find some sort of self-care routine. And I'm happy to like, you know, do anything to help promote that. So it took a couple years. It took getting here. I think for her, it really just took the youngest one getting a little bit more independent. Like she couldn't get away from that. And it says it in the reading. And we talked about it yesterday
Mhm,
too. It's like there comes a point where it's really hard, like, and that's in those first years where you have an infant to a 2 or 3 year old where they're like helpless ish. And then it's really hard to do it sometimes. Like you could do a workout routine with a baby sitting in a swing and stuff like that, but they're so inconsistent in their behavior at times that it's hard to like have a regimen. It's hard to say like, oh, I'm gonna wake up at 4 a.m. every single day and get an hour to myself. It's like, one week the little baby's sick and they're waking up at 4 a.m. and you're not doing your workout. So I get it.
mhm.
But the earlier you can do it in your parenting journey and your child journey, like we talked about before, the better off you're gonna be, for sure.
Yeah, and
Go and
it's
see
actually
what's out
funny you
there.
said that because it's I mean, I was going to the gym after work every single day, and
Yeah.
I was inconsistent on my length of time there. I was either there for 45 minutes or 2 hours at something like depend and my wife would be like, "Oh, well, when you done?" I was like, "Oh, no, depends on like." I didn't realize that like all of her gym stuff is timed, and then she has to book the child watch.
Yeah.
So that's why I ended up switching because I was like, she's she can't go consistently, but there is childcare there. So I was like, I'll go there, and then I have all this down here that I can just I supplement used to supplement with. Um,
Just
now
do
it's just
more.
like staring at me in the face, teasing me.
All that
But yeah,
good stuff.
it's I was able to realize that, adapt, and overcome, and that's what I liked about the first part of this. Is when I was reading it about like, oh, I'll start eating better, I'll start exercising. I immediately thought of the videos that you used to post with your son, and then that Courage was posting with his kids and stuff about just getting them involved.
Yeah.
And that's what I like when Brofit was doing his streams and does his streams. Most of the time, it's his daughter just runs in there, starts
Yep.
messing, and like you can see it. He loves it at first, and then he starts to get a little bit like he's like, "All right, I just got to get this workout in."
Nice
And then she
face. Yeah.
realizes that, and then goes and plays. He's like, "I just got to get this workout in, and then we can do whatever you want and do whatever playtime." She's like, oh yeah." She's like, "I was just
Yep.
excited to see dad, and now I just want to go." And I was like, I love that they're excited to actually get involved, and it's not wake up, see dad. Oh, that's dad's time. Like I have to leave him alone. I can't go in there right now. He wants to be by himself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely hard when you put some sort of timer on it. That's what
It
I,
is.
I
Yep.
downloaded that little box timer thing that he uses, and it definitely makes it harder because I like the idea of it because the rhythm and like making it quick and getting your heart elevated in the sweat, it really feels like you're getting like the work done, like beneficial work out of like instead of like I'll take like 2 or 3 minute breaks sometimes in between sets or in between exercises even, and it's not just a distraction of the kids. It's just like, oh, that one kind of hurt a little bit. I'm just gonna walk around for, and kind of wiggle this one out. But like with that timer, I definitely feel a better burn. But then that puts you in a situation where like a kid pops through the door and is like, "Hey, dad," and you're like, there is a pause button. So I have learned that. I didn't know that when I first did it. So like one time I was like, "Hey guys, I need you to get out of the gym for a little bit. Give me like 20 minutes." So I did learn the pause, so that's good. And I like that they have that. But yes, it's very beneficial to let them see you do it, to not make it to make it an open space where they can come. I mean, with everything. It's the same thing with when you work from home. Like I love when people, establish a boundary in their profession and they're like, "Look, I work from home. My kids come in. I'm gonna pause you." It's they should see you doing everything, especially self-care stuff.
Mhm.
Because like we said, that's the way they're gonna learn. They're gonna see that. They're gonna grow into those kind of people. Um, and they're just gonna learn it earlier than you are, which is ultimately like one of our biggest goals is for them to learn as much from us, especially the good stuff, as early as possible.
Yeah. No, yeah, I totally agree. It's when I first canceled the Planet Fitness, I was doing I was doing a lot more of the circuit training here, and it's kind of what burn is. It's like doing 45 seconds on of an exercise, you get a little break, and then you're back on to same
Yeah.
exercise, and you're just doing all different circuits. And when the kids would come in, I'd be inside, and then I'd hit like I'd stop or hit a cooldown, and I'm like, it's hard to get started again. It's hard to get. So I give them like 4 exercises. I'm like, all right, do your sit ups, do your push ups,
Yeah.
um, and then you're gonna go do squats, and then I'll just give them random numbers. She's like, all right, well, what's next? I'm like, all right, well, everything you did, now add 2 more to each of them.
Yep.
Well, it's the same thing I did last time. I'm like, well, you need to work on getting up and get your core started before you can start lifting all the heavy weights, and then they'll do it. They get frustrated, and then eventually they're like, well, what's next? What's next? And I'm like, grab the battle rope and just try to move it. And they're like, no, I can't do that. It's too heavy. I'm gone.
Yeah.
So I found like when they do running, I kind of give them the same routine. It's like boring crap. But it's just to get them in here because I see them out of the corner of their eye. They're doing push-ups and they'll stop doing their sit-ups and try to cheat. They'll try to cheat because they're like, oh, dad's not watching me. But what
Yeah.
I don't I kind of want them to do that and watch what I'm doing and see like, oh wow, dad's struggling. Like
Yeah.
that's a lot of weight. His face is turning red. He's sweating. Like wow. And
Yeah.
it's kind of like a surreal, cool moment almost. But now they're in child watch when we go to the gym, so it's almost like out of sight, out of mind. But it's great. They develop
But
their
they're still
friends
at least
there.
going to the environment with you guys,
Yep.
seeing you both come out a little flustered, a little exhausted,
Hmm.
maybe some sweat piling up on the clothes and stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Dad, your shirt was not wet when you went in.
The oldest
But
always,
dad,
Dad, why do you
dad,
look so gross? Dude, you're sweatier than I am, and you were in child watch. I was working out. Yeah,
yeah,
but we were playing dodgeball.
I came home the other day and Bentley was telling me how much he was working out, and I like ran my hands through his hair like this, and it was just like moist, like he had been in Florida like on the worst day of the year. And I'm just like, oh, bro, like you're disgusting. Um,
Yeah, as I say, he looks like he has that like thick hair. Like the
yeah,
That's how my oldest
yeah.
is. It's like you run it and you're
My
like,
family's
dude.
got thick hair, so my hair's pretty thick, but I'm not a sweater. I don't sweat.
Oh, I do. I get
Yeah.
drenched.
I do like when I go really, really hard or do something, but it's even then it's still like, it's mostly lower back, decent like maybe pit ring, but other than that, it's never been like, like never anything from here. Like the head barely ever sweats. So
My oldest is
I don't know what
exactly
that
like
is.
me. Bright red, just dripping from every orifice everywhere.
Self-showering is
Yeah, right? It's a form of self-care. Just get
yeah.
nice and sweaty, you shower as you're doing it, and you're
You
good.
just like kind of like rub it all. You're like, honey, pass me the
Yeah,
soap.
it's like salt water, right?
I'm producing my own water. Don't worry about it. You want some?
Saving the environment, saving water, like,
I'll
we're
wash
doing
your
good
car
work
with
here.
my I'll wash your car with my chest. Um, yeah, good reading. One of the things that I took away, and then like what I kind of mentioned earlier, is like, highly recommend that all the parents out there listening, uh, do it as early as you can, as young as your kids can. Like I think Oz said 2 and 3, like try to find a way to like start putting in like little minor things, pick up the Atomic Habit book and kind of like learn about how to stack habits, wake up a little earlier, go to bed a little earlier, like make these changes because my takeaway from where I am right now and maybe my biggest regret is that I didn't figure it out early enough. So when I look back, I'm like, Bentley has the best version of me. Brooklyn's gotten like a half, and then Bailey's probably only seen me do this in her later years. And so like I think about potentially like the loss that she had in the early years of our relationship of just like, but I was young. So it is what it is. But, you know, if I can tell anyone anything or teach anyone anything, that's kind of like my advice to people.
Yeah,
Start this shit
100%
early.
agree. I mean, you saw the one I think I posted the one picture, me standing in front of my old house with that was my oldest son when he was a baby, and
Yeah.
I was a big boy, and
Yeah.
it's kind it's yeah,
You really
I
gain
did
that
stuff.
pregnancy weight.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did. I think I gained more weight than my wife did during her first pregnancy, to be honest.
You're like, oh, you're craving ice cream? Dope. Let's get
Yep,
some.
Taco Bell, cool.
Taco Bell at midnight? Let's go.
What was it was I was we were just married. It was
Yeah.
I lived close to one of my best friends, and it was "Oh, my wife's pregnant? Cool, I got a designated driver for 9 months. Let's go to the brewery. Let's go to this."
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
and it was during the summer, so it was yeah, oh man, not
That
the
was
best
my
version of myself.
my other buddy. He we were just talking about his journey too, because he has similar to you. Like when I first, actually just before we moved out here, like I've seen pictures of him and he's like very big. And now he's, I think he's lost like 50 pounds or something and is getting pretty toned. But his thing was he's a cop and he'd do double shifts. So he'd like come home and like snag Taco Bell for him and his wife on the way home. And they would just be crushing Taco Bell at like 2 a.m. and, whatever fast food. And like he'd already had like, 3 meals of the day and then like had essentially a fourth meal and was like sleeping 4 hours and then doing it again. And I was like, yeah, that'll get you. Um, this is the definition of abuse. Hey, David. And then I'll do a little stoic lesson for the day. This one was good. The title made me laugh. The title was like "Blow Your Own Nose," so it goes into a whole spiel about um, people blaming or praying for the answers to their problems, or life is unfair, and wallowing in the things that happen for whatever reason they happen that make life so difficult. But that's life. Like you have hands, you have feet. Like get after it and fix your problems. Like no one's gonna fix them for you, and it really does nothing to just sit there and stew in them or complain about them. So don't wish for a runny nose to go away. Just blow your nose, grab an extra box of tissues, and do the work. So
Now that makes sense. I was like, at first I was like, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I think it was a quote. It was a quote from like one of the ancient Stoics, Epictetus. So it was like kind of like a snip of that little thing. See if the quote will pull up right here. Um, I don't know. It wasn't. You can talk about a nose. I don't know what Ryan Holiday's doing, or where the nose part came from. Yeah, that's weird.
Hmm.
I thought it was in there.
I have one of my, I think I mentioned one of my buddies from college just had a daughter the end of 2 weeks ago. So I sent him the Daily Dad's book, and then I sent him like a dad gang hat, and he actually has like an almost like a dad affirmation quote book. So he's been sending me the quotes every day, and today's was, "My father
Nice.
didn't tell me how to live; he lived and let me watch him do it." And he sent
Yeah.
me that, and I was like, "Did you do today's reading? Because it's kind of the same."
Yep. Yeah. That's. I mean, that's the weird thing is like when I was first parenting, I just had no idea. Like I'm sure all this stuff was out there in some format. I
Hmm.
know that over the last like 5 to 10 years, it's like taken off and gotten way, the amount of dad books, dad quotes, parenting books, like mom stuff, all that kind of stuff has like exploded. The self-care industry, all that stuff has took off. But I know it was still out there. It's just no one no one was there with me. Like we were the first in our friend group. I was reflecting on this the other day. Like it when I was thinking about my wife's self-care journey, it's like we're the first in our friend groups and the only ones for the longest time to have a kid and even to get married. Like I have an 18-year-old and one of Amy's really good friends is literally just had her first child. So like the span between like the people that she always knew as friends when we got together, her little friend circle,
Hmm.
the distance just started to grow in them a little bit. And it wasn't until we moved out here and we found this group of people. We all have kids in the same grade, and they were very much looking for the same thing. They were looking for a friend circle, and they brought her in, and it's worked out so well for her. Like it's finally the thing. Like ever since I've been on my self care journey, like because I found like you guys, right? Like I found the V friends, my internet people that I can talk to this stuff about, and like you guys are doing it too. She's a little weirded out by that and like doesn't understand it. So she didn't have that with people, and so she went and like she found in real life live people. Not that you guys aren't alive or in real
Hmm.
life, but um and I think she started to see that, and so I love that. I think it's what's it's taking her off right now, like,
And
which is
that's
crazy
good too. And that's
because it's helping our relationship. Like it was a one sided thing for a while there, where she's like, "You're doing all this self care, you're improving, you're doing all this stuff. I feel like you're um like looking down on me and stuff like that." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I want to show you that it's possible. I want to show you that you can find the time. I want to help you, but like I can't force you. I obviously can't tell you do what I do, cuz it's really hard to do, and this, it's really hard to do your self-care thing at the same time as your wife is doing hers, cuz
mhm.
most of the time it's not the same.
Yeah.
The plans don't always mash up together.
No, no, yeah, it is hard.
So,
And it's funny. I feel like my wife is like exactly the same as yours. Because she used to say, she's like, "Well, you're always talking to all your internet friends." I'm like, okay. I was like, yeah, I was like, I don't have time. I was like, it's not that I don't have time. It's I go to work. I like to work out. I was like, and then the time that I do have, I want to invest with you and the kids. I was like,
yeah.
when I'm at the sporting events and stuff, like I'm paying attention to that. I'm paying it like I'll sit and I'll chit chat with the parents here and there, and I'll be friendly with them. It's like I'm not trying to not have friends. in that aspect. But the our school's been great for her too because she's got her little friend group. They have their little drama chat that of all the drama that's going on in the school, and they do
Yeah.
their little girls' night, and they're matching shirts to like all the sporting events and stuff. And I was like, you just see all you had to do was just put yourself out there. She's like, yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't like doing that. I was like, neither do I. Nobody does.
And that's why it can be so hard to do it
Mhm.
in your school or community unless you get like kind of lucky. So that's why for me, for you, for a lot of us here, like this makes sense because
Mhm.
we've found a place where everybody was kind of looking for something.
Mhm.
Like that's the whole thing is like we all kind of came to this V Friends, Twitter, Gary V, whatever this is, with the mindset of like, oh, I'm looking for a community. I'm looking for like self improvement. I'm looking for, a way to level up, like that kind of stuff. And it all kind of clicked a little bit for a lot of us.
Yeah. No, I mean it really did, and it helped. I think it was I th I don't know if he said it, someone said, but we were all pretty much like-minded parents and individuals just looking for, like you kinda said, like, a way to level up our not only our parenting, but how we are with, like, our relationships and in life and
Yeah.
in financial status. We're not just looking to just stay at the status quo. So it's just a bunch of these people searching and us finding all that spot.
Give value,
Yeah.
receive value, cheer each other on,
Mhm.
a positive space where no one's like
Yeah.
chipping each other down. And I don't know. I
Still
feel it
be
can
competitive
be very
and yeah.
difficult to just go out and do that with the people that are like literally surrounding me in real life.
Mhm.
So it's kind of almost like and like doing it on the internet is like it adds this weird layer of safety that like look, if I'm feeling uncomfortable, I just have to close the screen. Like if I'm
Yeah.
feeling in a weird moment, I don't have to hit the post button. I don't have to comment. Like if I'm feeling like I want to negatively like lash out at someone, you wouldn't know because I just don't hit post. I could take a second. I could take an extra second. That's what I love about it too. Yeah. I mean, dude, it's great.
Mhm.
I love it. I love everything about it. Um, I wish it was a little bit more welcome to my house, but we'll get there eventually. My wife does a little bit of her own. I think she just won't admit it. She's in like these walk challenges, and I know they do like a Facebook thing, and then she's on the internet all the time.
I've
These group
I've
chats with her
slowly
friends.
I've slowly seen the change in my wife. She's actually before my surgery, that I think the last 1 or 2, she's grabbed my phone and she's like, "Alright, everybody smile for the picture." I'm like, "Ha. Yeah, see, see, see."
Yep. Yep.
It's like, "See,
It's
got you on
but see,
board."
it's like exactly what we talked about like in the reading with our kids. Like kids are sponges, right? But
Mhm.
all adults and wives and spouses and everything, all they are is just overgrown kids. So we're sponges too. It just takes us a lot longer because we have experience. We are stubborn.
Oh, yeah.
We're all ingrained in our ways. Like
A
that
lot
whole
more
saying, you
barriers up
can't
there.
that's that whole saying like you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Like it doesn't really apply to humans. Like we can be taught new tricks. Like it's just a matter of it takes a little bit longer and we really have to get over ourselves a little bit and be like,
Mhm.
yeah, oh, I didn't know how to do that. I'm not proficient in that. Please someone teach me.
And it's back to the what was it, 2 days ago? 3 days ago? The
What did
first
my
reading?
wifey know?
Just to about asking for help.
Yeah.
It all
Yeah.
it all comes around full circle.
Yeah, it's gonna hit a couple of times in this month, I know. Ask for help. And another stoic one is like everyone's your teacher in something. Like everyone's smarter than you in something.
Mhm.
Never, never be the smartest person in the room. like all those kind of things that you learn through all of this stuff. And it's just teaches you a little bit of humility, teaches you that you can learn from anyone. Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's how you grow, man. That's how you do that self-care. It feels good. It feels weird. It feels awkward to be like, hey, I'm dumb at this. Can you teach me?
It does. It does.
But then you get to a point like that was me when I first like was talking about coming on this show. I was like, Ryan, I'm so nervous and shy, and I could never do what you do. I could never just sit there and rant to myself to a blank screen forever. Like I don't know how you do it. And then I just like slowly watched him and then joined him and then leached onto him. And then I was like, a little awkward when I was alone sometimes with you guys here. And like I asked all you guys to come up or like comment and talk, and I just read the comments. And then now I think about it, I'm like, this is like my most favorite thing to do in the day. And how like how amazing it is for me. Like this is what I did the other day. So this shit cost me a lot of money. I'm the only one paying for it now. I was paying $34 a week for the service. And then I signed up and I'm like, look, if I just pay for a year in advance, it drops to 15 a week. Like they cut the price in half.
Hmm.
But if you divide that by the number of shows, it's only $3 a show. And if I consider this a 30-minute therapy session, like $3 for 30 minutes is cheap as hell. Like
Hmm.
nothing else costs $3 for 30 minutes. So I
No,
paid for a year. I still just I cannot fathom the time frame to jump over to another platform. I can always cancel, but
you wouldn't need to, but I can do some back end things for you to. I got you. Now that you have access to it, I got you.
yeah. It's honestly it's the silly stupid things, but like I'm such a creature of habit that if I didn't have it a certain way, it kind of like breaks me. Like it hurts my brain. Like right now, um my mother-in-law needed some equipment, some of our stuff because she's having a party this weekend. So she borrowed our picnic tables, the one that I use like to stream on every
Oh,
Friday. So I'll send you a picture later, but I literally have two of our bar stools. I have the two boxes from TTM that I still haven't opened with the scissors and the tools. And then I have two planks of wood. You know those planks of wood you get that have measurements and you can put your kids' heights on them?
hmm.
Those are sitting here. And I'm looking at my kids' heights, the ones that we did of them. it's I'll send you
That
a picture.
honestly should be your new table though for out there because that's perfect.
It's hilarious. It's just not enough space. But
I
yeah,
was, I was
like
gonna say it's probably not nearly wide enough.
writing on it was a little awkward this morning. Um, but yeah, it's pretty funny. Oh man. What does David talk about candy bar? Oh, you can't even get a candy bar for $3 a day.
Oh,
We don't need to go into inflation right now, but yes, very true. You can barely get anything for $3 a day. I think the one thing you can do is a gym membership. They got gym memberships for like $15 a month. I think that's
mhm.
what my wife said. It's 15 or 20 or something. Car wash membership. She loves her fucking car wash membership.
See, I ordered one of those like car wash kits, and the kids have no idea, but that's what they're doing before we go to the camp for this weekend. They're giving my car a bath
Like
for me.
like a pressure washer
Oh
and
yeah,
the
it's like the,
gloves and all
the
that stuff.
foam gun that hooks onto your hose and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I have one of those. I've done that a couple of times. The kids enjoy it. My wife's car is too tall.
Oh, my truck is dirty. Like, why is it so dirty? You can see fingerprints all over it. I was like, stop touching it, then you wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys have to go up and like open the door like this. The handle's just this. Oh man. All right, dude. Have a good weekend, man.
Yep, you too.
Enjoy the outskirts. That's the best. It's crazy how fun pressure washing is. Yeah, right. Until you look at like the water streaming down the street or the flooded grass and the mud puddles and stuff like that. But yeah, there's something about a pressure washing gun. Like the do-it-yourself car washes, are just like turns you into a
You,
kid.
you guys love pressure washing. I always have sandblasting jobs available.
Sandblasting is not fun, dude. Fuck
Just
that
more
noise.
pressure.
I saw a post from Jason on Instagram or something, and they went out to the dunes, and he said it was windy, and he's like, yeah, the wind was cool like at night because you can hear it, and it's like a little like music. But then during the day, when it turned into sandblasting you in the face when you were running down the dunes, not that great.
No.
Just make it a good day. Self shower and enjoy your pressure washing. See ya,
See ya.
everybody. Thank you, MP, man. It's good talking to you guys, David, Oz, and Savvy early in the morning, the winner of the day. Don't forget, if you're the first one to comment, you get 10,000 points, and you can redeem them at any time by contacting Ryan Turner. He will give you something. See you, buddy.
See ya.
Bye. It's going to take a minute. There's the screen and music. Come on. Come on. There it is. Peace out, people.